Well, you asked for it. The National Training Agency is pleased to announce that we have relaunched our NTA Exclusive show. Today, we are coming to you live from the nation's second city, Grand Bahama. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show that we have prepared for you today. Welcome to NTA Exclusive. Well, good evening, Bahamas. Good evening, NTA Nation. We are so happy that you have joined us once again. We are back, Ms. Lang, with another episode of NTA Exclusive. How are you feeling today,
Ms. Lang? I am feeling very excited, like we've never left.
Wow. Well, it's a beautiful Thursday evening, Ms. Lang, and I just thought it would have been fitting for us to go over to the nation's second city to talk to our NTA manager over there, and he has some wonderful people he wants to introduce to us today. But I'm hearing that they are doing some great things over there in Grand Bahama. I'm telling you, Mr. Miller about to tell everything right now. Mr. Miller, how you doing?
My dear Cunningham and Lang, my good colleagues all the way in Nassau, good evening, Bahamas, and a special shout out to our Grand Bahama NTA family. So listen, we are looking forward to a dynamic time with my colleague and facilitator of soft skills training, Deidre Lundy Rose.
Yes. Hello, Miss Rose. How you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I am great. So glad you were able to take time out of your schedule to be with us today.
It's an honor. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Awesome.
So, Mr. Miller, can you tell me what's happening down there in the nation's second city as it relates to the cohorts? What's going on?
Well, right now, Ms. Lang, we are in the throes of cohort 18. Cohort 18 being our second all-girls group with a bustling, beautiful set of minds. We have the largest portion of the cohort that will be teachers aid trainees under the Ebenezer College, a NACOB-approved institution. And then we have the other group, the smaller portion of the group, office procedures. They'll be working along with our esteemed Thea Moss here at TM Professional Institute. And by the way, shameless plug, we are tuning in live from their recording studio at the school with one of our former trainees, cohort 17, the social media director. Stanford McIntosh. So we live from the second city from one of our major NTA partners.
Mr. Miller, I'm going to ask you to repeat that again. Mr. Stanford McIntosh is what?
Stanford McIntosh is the social media director at TM Professional Institute, our former executive director awardee. Is big-time director, you all hear what I say, director of social media, and is responsible for making sure that we look good as we tune in live across the Bahamas today.
Awesome. That is awesome to hear.
I'm telling you, when I mean NTA people, they just shining all around.
So something working, Mr. Miller. Isn't that what that's saying?
NTA works, and we have living proof tonight.
That's right.
There you go. You go. So tell us, Mr. Miller, how can one become a part of NTA's Grand Bahama cohort?
Well, with cohort 19 expected to take place in August of this year, August, September, we challenge persons to go right now to ntabahamas.org and get ready for a time of training. They could register via our website. Also, they could come to our office upstairs in the NIB building, second floor, where Ms. Yvonne Forbes, our training administrative outreach officer, or myself will be glad to receive them, because cohort 19 is going to be major. It's going to be big. We rolling out some heavy things for that cohort. We ain't going to talk it right now, but it's going to be major. So make sure right now, go to ntabahamas.org and register for cohort 19.
Thank you so much, Mr. Miller. Listen, I could always feel your excitement every time I talk to you. That's why you're one of my favorite people to talk to on NTA Exclusive. But as we talk about what's happening over there in Grand Bahama, we want to hear some more about why NTA is actually beneficial. Now, you and I know how NTA has helped so many trainees over the years, but I want you to tell our viewing audience, somebody who may not know anything about NTA, tell them what are some of the benefits of the training, what happens to them during the training and even after the training is done.
So you, as the next trainee for cohort 19, you can expect a 14-week experience of personal and professional development. So the first 4 weeks, you go through what we call soft skills training, from customer service to team building, done by Ms. Deidre Lundy Rose, and also where I came in with job preparation with interviews and resumes. You go through 4 weeks of preparation so that you are job ready. Afterwards, you go into 10 weeks of skills training. You get some hard skills. And in this case, our two lovely trainees that will be coming up next will talk about their experience as they now prepare for the next phase of training in either Teacher's Aid or Office Procedures. And in this delicate time, you go into a period of internship where you are partnered with one of our internship providers so that you're able to get what we hope for, an employment opportunity. A prime example of how NTA works, hashtag NTA works. Type it right now on the Facebook Live, NTA works, hashtag. Right now in the facilities that we're sitting in, Thea Moss, our office procedures provider, through her institute, has hired 5 NTA trainees.
Woo!
5. 3 from cohort 16, 2 from cohort 17. And can I tell you, what she told me before I came in here tonight is that we're about to go out big time. She's about to roll out round 3. So we have it where I am looking at some of our trainees walking by, making sure that we are comfortable here. So not only does NTA train you, but we have a job placement element that ensures that you are ready for the workplace and appointed to somebody that is looking for opportunities. So I could say that out of cohort 17, more than 70% of cohort 17's trainees have been hired.
Wow.
Our dear executive awardee is one of those persons, hired right away. So NTA works. You better hashtag that mine. Better yet, go straight to the website, ntabahamas.org, and register so that you could have the opportunity to be improved and experience our proven results.
Awesome. Listen, I tell you, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The last time I was on with you, y'all almost cost me to move to Grand Bahama. You know,
It's not too late.
you know.
Exactly. What I'm hearing is Grand Bahama is not taking any prisoners.
Not at all.
None at all. You guys aren't playing. Excellent work.
So another question I have, right? I want to find out what are some of the current training opportunities in Grand Bahama, and do you have any new training opportunities that are coming on stream?
Well, we are grateful for the executive office of the National Training Agencies press for the I'm so excited I couldn't even get the word out just now. The expansion of our offerings. And being one of those persons who are part of that move, Ms. Lakia Lang, coming over in February, we met with BTVI, one of our partners who will be coming on board soon. And that opens the door for more technical opportunities. We are meeting with several local institutions that are NACOP approved. And why we have to emphasize that when you are finished with NTA programs, your certificate has weight behind it. National recognition behind it. So when you join our program, you could take those certificates anywhere and find yourself viable employment. So cohort 19 is going to have a large contingent of construction technology, IT, and service-based training within it. Cohort 18 right now has teacher's aid and office procedures, which are viable options. Right now, we could say that our trainees are being poised for key opportunities. So this is what is happening in Grand Bahama. And we challenge you to make sure that you register because space is limited. That's what happens when excellence is at the forefront of things being done.
Wow.
Amazing. Very amazing. Miss Lundy Rose, I know
Yeah.
you are one of our newest soft skills facilitator. How has your experience been thus far with NTA?
The experience has been great, for lack of a better word. Dealing with Mr. Miller, he definitely brought me into the program. It was seamless, and he made sure that I had the tools that I needed in order to facilitate at an excellent standard, like he always likes to say, right? Giving the students or the trainees all that they needed, and making sure that at the end of the module that I've had to teach and facilitate, that they were ready.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit about the module that you facilitate for us?
Okay, so I facilitated teamwork and team dynamics.
Awesome.
And I think a lot of times we tend to overlook that soft skill. We tend to focus on communication, which is important, but communication is a part of teamwork, because a lot of persons feel as though, hey, I'm going to go into the workplace, and they don't think about, I have to actually relate and I have to work with other people. And we tend not to sharpen those skills and to really understand how to work with persons.
And that is excellent. Being a human resources person, I understand exactly what you're saying, because team playing is a vital role, a vital component of persons being integrated into any company. And so that soft skill is very useful. So thank you so much for that. All right, Mr. Miller, back to you.
Mhm.
Well, Mr. Milliman, I'm so excited about what's happening. Can you tell me a little bit about the actual culture of the training so far? Like what have you been getting from this particular group?
Cohort 18 is a family-oriented group. These young ladies came in focused, ready, and resilient. And I'm not saying that because they're nearby. They are brilliant young minds. And like I said, it's very family-oriented. This particular culture absorbed the information, and we were able to see it quite applicable, for example, with Ms. Deidre Lundy Rose when she did her team building exercise, which she can speak to. What the dynamic was when she first entered the room versus that at the end. Ms. Rose, please tell them. It's nothing like first-hand experience. Tell them.
when I first started facilitating, they were already in groups. They actually had names for their groups, and I was surprised at that. And it showed that they had camaraderie. And so what they had, I just built upon it. And at the end of the day, we actually ended with a chant wherein we showed team cohesion, and they were so excited about the training. And definitely, I know that once they apply what they have learned, the additional information that I gave them, because apparently they had already had a bit of information, they will definitely excel in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That's the culture.
that's some good stuff.
And one of your keywords is build. So
Yes.
NTA is the stone, and we are building young minds and making them ready for employability and the workforce. So thank you. Kudos to both you and Mr. Miller for the work that you're doing in Grand Bahama. Mr. Cunningham, do you have anything to add?
Well, listen, I tell you, I am just so happy to hear about all of the successes of Grand Bahama. And I do have one last question before we go to our break. Could you tell us a little bit about any employers that you might have partnered with? I know you mentioned Ms. Moss already, but are there any other employers that you are partnering with for this particular cohort?
Well, this particular cohort, our goal is to help our young ladies to be engaged with the Ministry of Education as soon as possible. Thus, on the agenda, after they have settled into their teacher's trade, we are then going to reach out to the Ministry of Education and pay a courtesy call on the Deputy Director of Education for the Northern Bahamas, Miss Michelle Bowleg and team, to who has in previous times expressed her interest and her support of the National Training Agency. So we have already built a partnership with the Ministry of Education. Also, we are seeking through our internship experience to solidify our connections with private entities who are in the school system and in the office. So while the office procedures contingent is much smaller than the teachers aid contingent, our goal is to link our office procedures persons with institutions that are able to sharpen their skills, embrace their uniqueness, and then propel them into their career. So between the Ministry of Education and private schools and also small businesses, that's the goal. We want to work with small businesses who could benefit from the excellence of NTA. That opens the door for our Level Up seminar. Shameless plug. Make sure you get ready for the Level Up seminar in the second quarter. Nassau and the Bahamas, sign up today. Now we want to make sure that we're able to partner.
That's right.
All right. Great stuff. Miss Lundy Rose, do you have any closing comments for us as a soft skills facilitator?
I definitely recommend that persons register because it brings together so much that you would need. It the skills, the knowledge, as well as they give you opportunity for job experience, which a lot of persons don't get. And then definitely at the end of the day, if you perform well and the company can hire you, that's something that you cannot miss.
Awesome. So we are so happy you were able to join us today, Miss Rose, and also Mr. Miller. We're about to go to a commercial break right now from one of our sponsors, and then we'll be back with two of our very own trainees from the Grand Bahama cohort. This is exciting. I can't wait to hear what they have to say, Ms. Lang.
I'm baffled. I can't wait to hear myself. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Thank you.
Just a word from our sponsors.
As Bahamians, we are dedicated to supporting and uplifting our people. We do this by creating healthier communities and improving lives with a team of dedicated medical professionals with an array of subspecialties. We provide patient-centered, high-quality, holistic healthcare with state-of-the-art equipment across our network, including outpatient surgery and treatments. Our industry-standard kidney clinic, imaging, pharmacy, ambulance, rehabilitation, and laboratory services assist patients across our beautiful island. As we celebrate our nation and all that makes us proud to be Bahamian, we do so in love and unity. Like the strong, resilient oak tree, we stand with you when you need us. We are more than medical. We are community. Oak Tree Medical Center, caring, compassionate, complete. Visit us at www.oaktreemedicalcenter.com.
Good afternoon, NTA Nation, and we're back. Today, I am joined with two of our very own Cohort 18 trainees of Grand Bahama in the person of Shalia Green and Enam Lang. Ladies, welcome to NTA Exclusive. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing good. We're fine. Good.
That is awesome to hear. So I'm going to start my questioning by asking Ms. Green. Can you tell me about your experience thus far in Cohort 18?
So far, my experience was great. Being around other people, meeting new people was a great experience. We got to network with a lot of business owners and learn things that we didn't know before. So overall, I'd say it's a great learning experience, great opportunity.
All right, that is awesome. Ms. Lang, can you tell me, how did you hear about our programs in Grand Bahama?
I actually heard about the NTA program through my mother. She sent the flyer that was sent out. And the next day I decided to get dressed and go to the office personally. And within a few minutes, Ms. Forbes was actually able to start me in with the interview and all the procedures to go through. And she said she's going to contact me in a few weeks, and here I am.
All right, awesome. So tell me, ladies, what module stood out most for any of you during the 4 weeks of MWPP training that you undertook?
For me, the one that stood out the most was self-management. I think for me, self-management was the one that stood out the most because learning to manage your attitude and the way you respond to others, it's really important going into the workplace.
Oh, good stuff. And Miss Lang, what would you say was the module that stood out best for you?
For me, it was positive attitudes in the workplace. Being able to realize that you control how you react to certain situations, that really stood out for me, and that you can't allow other persons to determine how you feel. That really stood out to me.
All right. So ladies, with this wealth of knowledge, how do you intend to use this as you go forth in your work lives?
How do I intend to use it? By applying it to daily life. Try to practice it. Customer service, communicating with my coworkers, being accountable for my actions. If I mess up, if I make a mistake, being able to go to somebody and ask, hey, I don't know how to do this, or I did this. Can you help me? Just being able to be there, be responsible, be reliable for the company, and always have a helping hand inside the whatever company that I am assigned to. I want to be able to grow and flourish inside there.
That's an awesome response. And I know that you would do very well. Miss Green, how would you answer that question?
Being able to control my emotions in the workplace, being able to ask for help, like Inam said, asking for feedback.
So overall, based on the information you guys supplied, it seems as though you had a very good experience with the mandatory workforce preparatory program, and you've learned a lot of skills, soft skills that would take you into the workforce to be better individuals. Can I say that?
Yes, ma'am.
That is great. So ladies, tell me, would you recommend our courses to anybody else, any other young Bahamians?
I would recommend it to other people, and the reason I would, because it's a great opportunity. It's a good experience, and it's free. You don't have much courses like this that's free. So I would say to take that opportunity and run with it.
Yes, nothing like free things. Go ahead, Ms. Lang.
Like she said, it's a great opportunity to learn something new, learn valuable skills to use in the workforce, and is a great way to get to know persons outside of your common circle.
All right. Thank you, ladies. It was a delight to have you on the show with us today. Continue to do well, and we wish you all the best in your endeavors. Have a great one.
Thank you. You too.